Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to try and break the all-time college football passing yard record in a single game. We're going to be using Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks because Dante Moore is the best quarterback in the game. Currently, the record holder for most passing yards in a single season is held by Bailey Zappi, who broke the record with 5,967 yards in 2021. So we're gonna hop into the game here and we're gonna turn it on rookie mode or freshman, sorry, and then set the quarters to 15 minutes so we get as much time as possible. We're also going up against UL Monroe, because they're the worst team in the game. All right, we're turning off accelerated clock, and yeah. We just want the most time possible to get the most yards possible. We got an interception. So they started off with the ball and we got an interception one of the first plays. And I don't know why I just called it a run play, because we need as many passing yards as possible. Alright. Yeah. You know what? Let's do inside zone here. And then we'll run backwards to get more yards. Oh, false start. Alright. So we're just going to run backwards here so we can get as many yards as possible. Alright. I'm going to do inside zone split. Alright. So we'll hand the ball off to the running back and just run straight backwards. We need as many yards to get passing yards as possible. So we'll go all the way down to about the 1 here, as close as possible to the 1. Alright. We're at the 1 yard line. Going to try and throw it deep. Alright. It's second and goal, and we need as many yards as possible. So we'll hit a receiver there. That gets us a couple yards. But now we gotta throw deep. Alright, we're gonna try and do verticals. I need to find it. Alright, I'll go. So we're gonna chuck it up to whoever we think's the most open here. Alright, he's got him beat. Catch the ball, and we should score a touchdown. Alright, 99 passing yards the very first drive. And we're only playing offense today. We're just going to simulate defense. Alright. We're going to continue to our next moment. Alright, we got the ball. We're going to start the 24-yard line. Let's do a run play so we can get as many yards as possible. Alright, 20, 10. Alright, down at the 1. Running back's got negative 116 rush yards. I'm going to look for a receiver wide outside. B. He's got him beat, and we're going to score a touchdown. Alright. Only a couple minutes into the game, and we got 2 touchdowns. Alright, we got another interception. So we get the ball back. We're going to look for X. X is pressed on the outside. Alright. And Y. Safety was out there. And he couldn't keep his feet in. He ran straight out of bounds. Alright. Let's see. We'll probably look for X here again. Not sure. Let's see why. He just didn't go up for the ball. Alright. Got a score here. We're not going to settle for any field goals because we want passing yards. We don't. And we should automatically win anyway. Alright, we get a first down, break a tackle. Alright, gets taken down at about 14. He's got 221 passing yards already. We're going to need a little bit more than that to complete our goal today. Oh, he threw a pick. Shoot, that was a bad idea. We can't be making mistakes like that. All right, we get the ball back. I guess we got a defensive touchdown because we're up 21-0. All right, let's find A here. All right, catches it and runs. Hurdle, he fumbled. Good thing it went out of bounds. All right, I'm gonna do back cross streak A. So we'll streak B too. One of them should be open now. All right, A's open, and that's another touchdown. All right, I'm up 28-3. Shout out Patriots Falcons. All right, gonna run the ball, run straight backwards. If you guys are enjoying the videos, I'd really appreciate if you could like or subscribe or comment down below any other video ideas you want. All right, we get out just at the one. Let's try a Hail Mary here. All right, X. Let's streak X on the outside here. One of these guys better be open. All right, X. All right, he catches the ball, and that's another touchdown. All right, I'll see you guys at the beginning of the second quarter, and I'll give you an update then. We're back here in the second quarter, and Dante Moore is up to 509 passing yards, so we are behind pace. We might have to jump in on defense and get them off the field quicker. All right, we got to run the ball here back down to the 1-yard line. All right, running back gets the handoff. He's going to run backwards. 20, 10, out of about the 5. That's good enough. All right, we're going to run another Hail Mary. Well, if we don't win this time, we'll try a second attempt. But hopefully we can get it done here. All right, pass interference there, hopefully. And it was. All right. We're going to accept. Oh, shoot. That might have messed with his passing yards. All right. Going to look for X here. Streak him downfield. All right. Never mind. We'll hit A. We should score a touchdown here. All right. We're going to just keep running backwards. All right. I think I have an idea. All right. So. Shoot. All right. We're going to just throw it away. All right. We're going to run backwards and then we're going to just barely get the first down. We're going to keep going like that. All right. I'll show you what I mean. All right. So we snap the ball. We hand it to the running back. Running back goes all the way down to the 1. Hopefully not a safety. Just barely missed out on a safety. That was close. All right. Now we pass the ball and just barely get the first down. Hopefully. All right. He catches it and barely gets the first down. That's what we wanted. Up to 639 pass yards. All right. Then we hand the ball off again. And we're going to get close to the first down now. All right. So out at the 2. Going to throw it, get close to the first down, then run backwards again. Maybe not. All right. RB should be open. I'm going to just barely get the first down. Alright, gets tackled. 700 yards now. Alright, now we're going to run backwards again. And then we're just going to keep doing this. And I'll let you know when we get to the end of the drive. Alright, see you there. Alright, we scored a touchdown there. Didn't mean to, but we got almost 1,000 pass yards that drive, I think. Alright, we'll check. Let's see. Up to 956 yards. So almost 1,000 yards. We're gonna just keep repeating the same thing, and I'll come back at the end of or at the beginning of the third quarter. We're back in the third quarter. We're gonna get an update on passing yards. Dante Moore's up to 1,513 passing yards. So we're not on pace at all. So we're going to have to, we still need to do a lot. All right. We've been running Hail Marys, but since this one's so close, we're only 10 yards away from the first down here. So we're going to just do a little play action. As you can tell, we did get a safety. I messed up one time. All right, we're going to barely get the first down on a dump off to the running back here. Just run out of bounds. All right. I'm going to run backwards. And hopefully we get up to 6,000 yards. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it this attempt, though. I'm going to go back to the 1 or the 2. And then going to pass the ball. And hopefully we get we're just going to try and barely get the first down. And we'll keep doing this. And oh shoot, don't be a pick. He catches it. Good catch. Right, 3rd and 11. Got to get a first down here. We're going to look for A. I keep... The coverage is too tight. I can't keep throwing those. Alright. I'm going to look for the tight end here. Running back. Alright. Just barely got the first down. And we're going to keep repeating this. I'll get back to you when we're in the red zone. We're back here in the red zone. We're going to run backwards on 1st and goal and get as close as we can to the 1 yard line, and then we'll just throw it deep and hopefully score a touchdown. All right, down at the 2, running back's got negative 1,000 rushing yards. And we're just going to throw it deep here. About 25 minutes left in the game. Our receiver is going to catch the ball, and we'll score another touchdown to go up 77-5. All right. All right, an update on passing yards. Dante Moore is up to 1,987 passing yards. So he's not even at 2,000 yet. Yeah, we need to step it up. All right. Hopefully we can get up to 4,000 this quarter, and then we'll only need like 2,000 more. Only. All right. We're just going to keep doing this, and I'll check back in the fourth quarter. We're back here in the fourth quarter. 13 minutes left, and I don't think we're going to be able to do it. We're going to look at the stats here, and he's only at 2,000 yards. So I'm going to have to use this last trick, but it's really risky. All right. So you run backwards. We're going to snap the ball, run backwards, and go all the way down as close to the one as we can. All right. And then we throw the ball deep. Like, let's try A. Almost throw a pick. Not good. So, I mean, now we can't even do it anymore. All right. So, yeah, we'll just get the first down here, and then I'll try and show you it again. But it's really risky because... All right, we got the first down. So you take the ball, you run backwards. All right, and you go all the way down to the one. All right, and then we broke the game. He's been at negative 1,023 yards for a while. All right, and then you snap the ball, you throw it to A. All right, and then you get close to the first down mark, but you don't get there. And then you run backwards again, and then you throw it deep and get the first down. It's risky because it won't always work, but we're going to try it. All right, down at the 2. Got to get the first down here. 4th and 50. We need 50 yards. I still don't think we're going to be able to get it, so we'll post another try. Maybe we'll do one after, or maybe I'll just post a whole other video on it. Alright. And then you just hand it off to the running back, and he runs as far backwards as he can. Alright, I'll check back with you once we fail or score a touchdown. Alright, we failed the drive. Challenge still isn't over, but we're going to simulate, and then we're going to hop in, and then we can check his stats. Alright, let's see. Wait. We broke the game. I think we broke the game, guys. I'm pretty sure last time we checked, he had 2,047 yards. Whoops. Alright, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep playing the game, and then I'm going to add up all from the scoring summary. Or, not scoring summary, like the game summary. So, I'll add up. Wait, let's see what team stats say. Total offense 685. Passing yards. It says we have 2,986 passing yards. So, all right. Well, I'll just try and get as much as I can. We're probably not going to win the challenge, but we have 8 minutes left to get 3,000 passing yards. So, probably won't happen, but I'll check back with you guys soon. Probably our last drive of the game. We're in here. Team stat says we have 3,184 passing yards. I'm not going to be able to complete the challenge, but we'll try and get as many passing yards as we can. Alright, I'm going to start off with running backwards. Inside the 5. Down at the 2. Get close to the first down here. And alright, catches the ball. Now we gotta run backwards again. Just gonna keep repeating this, and I'll see you guys at the end of the game with our final passing yard number. Game's over. We got an achievement. Have 406 receiving yards with one receiver. Alright. Yeah, he had over 2,047. We got another achievement. Throw for 735 plus yards. We couldn't complete the challenge, but I have a feeling if we do the strategy I did at the end of the game for the whole game, we would probably be able to do it. Alright, we're going to check the final stats. He had 3,302 passing yards. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to comment down another video idea. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. I really appreciate the help. And maybe I'll try this another time and actually complete it. Alright, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Peace.